Hello everyone, good evening. Welcome to 9th and 10th channel of Byju's. I'm your teacher Ankita and I welcome you all in today's class. Today is a very interesting and super important class where we will be discussing about the chapter The Rise of Nationalism in Europe, and today we'll be discussing the part 4 out of 5. So today the main topic that we are discussing is the making of Germany and Italy. It's a super important topic, so I hope that all of you are ready for the class. Everyone give me a quick thumbs up if you can see me and can hear me clearly, and please make sure to stay with us till the end. If you're watching this video live, welcome to the class, and if you're watching this video later, please make sure to stay with us, right? You can put on a 2x speed and watch the whole video because this is a very important part from the board examination, right? From the board point of view, this is super important topic. So please make sure to stay with us. It's a very interesting topic. Will not be taking much time over here. So with that, let's get started. Right, everyone, good afternoon or good evening. So everyone, I hope that all of you are there with me, right? And this is a timetable that we follow on our channel. So please make sure everyone to take a screenshot of this, right? Do take a screenshot, everyone, right? Take a screenshot and yes, it will be easy for you to follow it, right? And you will be able to follow that at what time we have the classes. Now today we have this 5 p.m. special class because it was a need and all of you want the sessions. That's why we all are here, right? So everyone, are you ready? A quick thumbs up, everyone. Very quick thumbs up. Yes, Mohan sir, can you make me, normal size? Yes. Very good. Okay, awesome, everyone. So let's get started. So what we have over here, and this is the agenda, right? So over here, as all of you can see that we have the 3 important topics. Now in today's class, we'll be discussing about the making of the Germany and Italy. It's a very important topic from the exam point of view. So let's see what we have. We'll be discussing about the German unification. We'll be discussing about the Italian unification and the unification of Great Britain and Germany. Everyone, you can take a screenshot of it. Yes, I can see the energy is really very high in the class. Very good, everyone. Very good. Quickly take a screenshot, everyone. This is what we will be studying in today's class. These are the 3 important topics from the exam point of view. Yes. Junior Wood, you should have the notes. They said that it's there. I'm really sorry for the delay. Yes, really sorry for the delay. I think we'll share it with all together. Right? Yes. Mohan, can you make me small?
Yeah.
Yes. That'll be good because I'll be starting the session now. Yes. Thank you. Yes, everyone. So give us a minute, everyone. It's not happening? Yeah. You just have to reduce the size. Yeah. Okay, everyone. So, can anyone tell me what happened in the previous class? Yes, everyone, I hope that energy is super high. So the last time, of course, everyone, we discussed about the age of revolution between the 1830s and the 1848, right? Of course, we discussed about that. We discussed about how at that particular time, right, the leaders used the romanticism for the nationalism. How the people came out and they thought that the one way to build people together, to connect people together, or to build a nation is to tap upon the cultural aspect of it. When the people will feel enriched and very close to the culture, right, that they are all, they will become more and more united. So we thought that this is a way, they thought that this is a way for them to enlist the feeling of the nationalism in the people, right? And of course, we had the example of Poland, right? I hope that all of you remember. Yes, and of course France, we discussed about the Germany. Apart from that, we discussed about the hunger hardship, right? That due to the various climatic conditions, the price was increasing, the population was increasing, people don't have job. So it was a very chaotic situation in the France, right? And of course, we saw that again people marched into the palace and of course the king actually flew away from there. Right, everyone? I hope that you remember all of this. Very good. Yes. So that was the main important intent. Of course, the last session we discussed about how the some of the elite educated people of Germany, right? They came together, they made a small constitution and they said that, we'll go to the king, we'll request him to give us a independence. But of course, king rejected it. Remember this, everyone? Very good, very good. Yes, awesome, everyone. Mohan sir, I think you can make the chat on a big screen. It's kind of low now, so yeah, we can put it on a full screen now. Yes. Okay, everyone. So I can see that many of you are asking for the class 9th ka geography and economics. Will be starting, don't worry. Yes, and I can see many of you are asking for the doubts of the other topic which we are not studying today. So everyone, please have to wait, right? We will be coming over here. Like we have this whole week, so don't worry. Junior word, I can't tell you that. It's a surprise. Okay, everyone. Okay, now see, I can see many of you are here. Now, everyone, quick thumbs up. Yes, Anish, we will do that for sure. We are planning to finish this chapter tomorrow. So everyone, tomorrow again at 5 p.m. we'll be having a session. Right, we'll be finishing off the chapter. And tomorrow at 8:30, we have a summary of the chapter and quiz. So I hope to see all of you tomorrow. Okay, let's get started. You'll get the notes. You will get the notes. I'm really sorry from our side. The system is everything is clear. But there are some hurdles. We'll find it out and we'll let you know. We will have the PYQs also. Let's get started, everyone, without taking much of a time. Now let's talk about the German unification, a very important topic from your exam point of view, right? So let's look into it. And now I'll not be focusing on the chat. I'll be focusing on teaching. After we are done with German unification, I will be taking your doubts. So everyone, let's just stay focused. Let's talk about the German unification. So we have studied in class 9th, right, that Germany, of course, was a neighbor of France, right? And Germany, right, has segregated. It was spread. It was not all together. It was divided, right? It was divided into small 39 states. So it was not a whole big country. It was a patchwork of small 39 states. It's really very important for us to remember, right? And of course, in 1948, just now we have discussed, right? Middle class people of Germany came together in 1848, right? And they tried to have a constitution. They went to the king, but the king rejected it, fried it, right? You remember? William won. So, what happened to these people, right? They were like, we really want the freedom. But let's see how they got the freedom. How? Not the freedom in sense how all the Germany got united. Very good. So after a failed attempt in the 1848, right, the initiative for the unification of Germany was taken by which country? By Prussia. At that particular time, they were the king in the spread out version of the Germany, right? So Persian people were there, right, and they were ruling it. So initially, these elite people, middle class people, went to the king only. Fried William, right? They went to him. But of course, he rejected that proposal. Now, the king is, you remember we have discussed that the king was not well also. There was another king, right? So now they decided, we should also be contributing. Everyone, are we clear? Yes? So let's see what happened. So, after the middle class Germany tried to unite the German, right, with all the state, they failed. But after the revolution of 1848, Persia, the country Persia only took the initiative for the unification of the Germany. And the chief minister, everyone, the Senapati, right, the person who was the commander, we can say, right, who was taking a charge of the military. And remember this name, it's Otto von Bismarck. Right? He was the chief minister of the Persian king, right? He was there. He is an architect also for the German unification. He was the one who made all the plans. And because of him only, we saw the unification of Germany. So as of now, we have studied one super important name, and that is the Otto von Bismarck. He was the architect of the German unification. What happened after that? Let's see. So, in the leadership of Bismarck, right, Prussia, of course, he was representing Prussia. In the leadership of Bismarck, right, there's a war for 7 years. 3 wars were fought for over the period of 7 years with Austria, Denmark, and France. Remember this, everyone. ADF. Or you know what? DAF. Remember this, DAF. Okay? Remember this in this way. Okay, so this is super important. 3 countries they fought war with, and what happens? Ultimately they won, and we saw the German unification. And who was the king of the after the whole of Germany was united? We know that it was William I. What is the meaning of Kaiser? This means king only. So he was the King William I. Remember this, everyone, okay? And of course, in the year 1871, he got the power and he became the king. And that's how we say that we saw the German unification. Everyone, are we clear? Interesting, very interesting, right? So I hope that all of you are clear with it. So now, of course, over here we can see there's a ceremony happening, right? And they actually went into the hall. And where they went? They went into the palace of the Versailles. Right, and over here there was a hall of mirror. There's a picture in your textbook, everyone, right? Hall of mirror. So there they went, and of course they claimed their power. Everyone clear? Yes, so January 1871, we saw that William I took the power, and of course he became the king of the United Germany. Everyone clear? Interesting. I can see that all of you are so happy, and I can see yes. So it's a very important information, everyone. Yes. So with this, we can easily say that it's super easy. If you look at the whole thing, right, it's super easy. Now we will be starting, but let me quickly revise it for you, right? But before we revise, everyone, I wanted to see this picture. This picture is also there in our textbook, and there are times when the question can come on based upon this. Halwa topic, yes, very good. I like that spirit. So you see over here, everyone, AV, I'll take your question. Just give me a minute. So over here, we can see that we have a picture of the Bismarck, right? And what he has a whip, right? And of course, we can see these people hiding behind the benches, right? These, of course, it's the scene of the parliament. They're the elected member. And what we can actually make out from this particular picture, can anyone suggest? Yes, everyone? So this picture suggests that the Bismarck was definitely a strong leader in the sense he took the charge, and of course he was the architect of the German unification. But of course he was not that accepting, right? Of course this shows that he was very rude, right? He wants people to follow what he is saying, right? Of course, from this particular picture, we can clearly say that even though there are a lot of people who are there in the parliament, the elected people, the power stays with the Bismarck only. Yes, everyone, so they're actually afraid of Bismarck and they're hiding. They're really very afraid, these people, right? They're afraid. We can say that they're afraid of Bismarck and they're hiding under the table. And of course, he is like, oh no, you what? We have nationalism, other thing, but it was just the fakeness, right? There's nothing serious about it. Even though the people have the power, they still cannot control anything or cannot do anything. Everyone, are we clear? Yes, very good. Yes, definitely he was rude. He was like, yes, absolutely correct. Yes, very good, everyone. So now I will be taking your doubt, okay? Any doubts, everyone? Please ask your doubts. AV, I will just see your doubt and I will reply. Junior, playlist of those notes. Yes, bache, noted. AV has doubt. Ma'am, why should Persia take the initiative of uniting India? Very interesting question, AV. Everyone, see, AV have asked a very interesting question. The question is that why the Persians got so much interested in unification of Germany? Because it was a leher, right? It was a flow of the nationalism. You know what they thought? If we can combine the Germany together, we can actually have benefits out of it. We can have a good tax system, right? They implemented that. We can have a control what is happening, and that can actually eventually will be helping in the strengthening their power, right? For example, we have Chotu sa nation. These are ruled by some other countries and other. Once you fought the war, now everything is in your control, right? So they had their own hidden agenda behind it. Okay, everyone clear? Yes, AV, I hope that I've answered your question. Clear? Okay. Yes, awesome. I'm really sorry, you will get the notes. Don't worry, you will get the notes. Yes, AV. It just means that they'll have more power, right? Of course, they can take the benefit out of it. Okay? So I hope that everyone, all of you are clear with this. Yes, we have seen all of this and I hope that all of you have the clarity. Yes? Okay. Chaliye. So we have just repeated, everyone. Pradhyan, so just quickly repeating it for you, very quickly. So we're discussing about the German unification. So the Germany, right, German unification started it back in the 1848, but it was a failed attempt. They could not unite it, but of course, the Persia king took the responsibility for the unification of Germany, combining all these states into one. So what he did, he gave the responsibility to his chief minister, Otto von Bismarck. Now he was the architect of the German unification. He led a war for 7 years, right? And there were 3 wars involved with Austria, Denmark and France. They won the war, and that's how we saw the unification of Germany. Everyone, are we clear? Good. Yes, we have repeated. Now, with this, we are done with the very first topic. Now we'll be taking a look at the unification of Italy, everyone. Let me ask you a question. How many of you remember about Mazzini? Mazzini, how many of you remember about that? Avi, the king of Persia, definitely was there, right? He was a king, so definitely he was actively involved, but definitely he was not at the wars. Maybe he's there. We don't know what he did. That's what the information we have. But definitely he took part. Yes, I can see me. So everyone, now we'll be discussing about the unification of Italy, right? Super important, super interesting also. Now, among the 3 unifications we have in this particular chapter, Italy unification becomes super important. And this is a little bit trickier, right? So I want all of you to pay attention, because we can make it easy. It's not that difficult also, right? We have 3 important names. If you remember 3 important names, we are sorted. Let's make it super easy. So we have Italian unification. So initially, when the Italy was not unified, it has 7 different states. So it was not united. It has 7 different states spread across. In your textbooks, if you want to, you can see this map, right, where we can clearly say 7 different states of Italy. What happened? The Italians were scattered, right? They were scattered all over the place, right? And of course, they were the multinational hemisphere empire. Among these 7 states, right, only one state, everyone, this is important. It can usually come in the examination for MCQs. Among these 7 states, there was only one state where Italian prince was ruling, Italian king was there. What was the name of that particular place? The name is Sardinia Piedmont. This was a place, right? Yes, where we have the rule of the Italian prince, or there was a rule of the Italy. Yes? Shannon, you have to go back to the French Revolution to understand it, or maybe you can watch the session 3 where we have discussed about it. Okay, clear? Yes, or you have to wait. I'll explain you in the end, but maybe not now. Then, in the north, everyone, in the north, there was a rule of the Austrian Habsburg, right? Habsburg, okay, that empire was there. In the center, it was ruled by the Pope, and the southern part, the lower part, right? It has the domination of the Bourbon king of Spain. How many of you remember about the Bourbon dynasty, right? Louis the 16 belongs to which chain of generations, everyone? Yes, very good, very good. So yeah, Bourbon king of Spain were kind of related to France also. Yes, interesting. So this part is not that important, but we have to remember there was only one state that was ruled by the Italian king. Okay? This is super important, so please remember this. Making a chart, making a star over it. Okay. Then let's talk about this, Italy. Now I hope that you can see over here. This, right? Of course, we can clearly see that the places we have over here, right? The south part, the north part, right? Of course, the central part, and of course, the top part. Very good. So let's understand, everyone, what happened. So we remember in the last class, right, we discussed about the Mazzini, right? So he was the one who actually took a lot of initiative. He was a rebel, he was a revolutionary. He made very secret society, and young Italy and young Europe was there, and young Italy was one of the famous one where of course various people joined. So, but he was also not very successful in doing it, right? He was not able to unite the people together. So after various failed attempts, you know what happened? King Victor Emmanuel II, the king of Sardinia, Plymouth, took the responsibility. Everyone, I can see that there are few of you who have doubt, but I will be answering the doubts of this particular topic after the completion of this topic, right? So give me some time. Yes, okay. Very good. Sheetal Patel, I really like your reasoning, but I clearly, as I told you, right, I will be answering your doubts once we are done with the finishing of the topic. And if you feel that, see, I want all of you to be respectful towards the class and towards your other classmates, right? There's nothing, right? There's nothing that we are not, that I'm not answering your doubts. So I want you to be respectful, have some respect towards the class and towards the other students who are there in the class with you. Okay, I'll answer your doubt, don't worry. So let's talk about it, everyone. So we have Victor Emmanuel II, right? He was a king, and after the failed attempt by Mazzini, he's like, you know what? I'll take the charge of it and I'll take the responsibility of uniting all the Italy. See, remember this, everyone, he was a king. He wants its own rule. So he thought of unification of Italy for his own benefits. Yeah, you know, if I have whole control over the country, I'll have more power, right? I'll get more taxes. My wealth will grow more. So initially the intent was this only. Let's see what happened after that. So then there was a chief minister over here also. So we can say that chief minister have played a lot of importance in the history, right? In the unification of Germany, we have the Bismarck, and over here in the unification of Italy, we have Cavour, right? He is the chief minister of the Victor Emmanuel II, and he took the charge, right? He took the charge. He was not a fighter. He was not a warrior. He was a very good diplomat, right? He was good in talking to the people. And what he did, he spoke to various people and he took the charge for uniting the Italy. So of course, with his help, what happened? With the diplomatic alliances, right? He went to France. Please help us, right? And of course, they fought a war against the Austria force in the north, and they took the empire in the 1859, very recently, right? 1859 is like just few years back. Not few years back, but we can still relate to it. So the first part that got under the control of the Italy was the north part, and of course they have to fight with Austrian Empire, and they did, and they won the war. Clear? Then what happened next? Let's take a look over here. Then in the year 1860, after a gap of 1 year, what happened? Large number, right everyone, large number of volunteers walked into the southern part. See over here? Can you see the years? This is also there in our textbook, so please look onto it, right? See over here, 1860. People from north, right, they marched towards the south, where was the rule of the Bourbon King of Spain, right? Along with a very famous leader, everyone, Garibaldi, right? Garibaldi. So of course he was a local leader. He was not a king, he was not a warrior, right? He was not amongst the nobles. He was a local leader who has lots of connection with the people, who was very close to the people, right? So all of these people, the farmers, and with his red shirt army, they marched towards the south, right? And they took the charge of South Italy and the kingdom of Two Sicily, right? And they drove the Spanish out of that place and took the control of Italy. Everyone, are we clear? Yes? So over here we have a very important role of this leader, right? Garibaldi. Yes, so with the help of the local support, yes, they actually captured the southern part of the Italy also. And in the year 1861, Victor Emmanuel II became the king of the United Italy. Everyone, are we clear? Yes, so it took them a lot of time, but still finally at the end they had a happy ending. Everyone, are we clear? Yes. Now I'll be taking your doubt. Yes, Sheetal, please ask your doubt. Good evening, Arun. Yes. Okay. Arun, you're asking, ma'am, who is Garibaldi? So Garibaldi is a leader, right? He was a leader, local leader who was there, right? Who was actually helping the king, Victor Emmanuel II. And he led a big army, red shirt army, They used to call their army as Red Shirt Army, and they marched over the southern part of the Italy and they captured the place. Clear? Ma'am, is there any map of this map? So in the examination, from the board examination, no, there's no map that will be coming from this particular chapter. We have the map from the second chapter, Nationalism in India. Unification, Lavisha means uniting it together. Right? For example, in our country, we have different states before the independence, but after the independence, all got united. Gitanshi will discuss about it in the next session, but just to tell you, if a king is using the power of the military, right, that is known as the imperialism. Krishna, we don't have Menti today, bache, we don't have Menti. Okay, Sheetal, oh, you study in the tuition center, very good, very good. Tabu, I've just explained, uniting the different states together, making it a whole country. Yes, AV, the Red Shirt Army was the army that, of course, used to fight with the Garibaldi. We'll discuss about it, right? They used to wear the red color shirts, and they were the farmer and the peasants, and they were the representative of the freedom. Yes. Karthik, yes, it is a little bit important to know about the painting. I mean, I have discussed about it in the first chapter. Why the Garibaldi Hill? Because, of course, he also wanted to unite, right? He was a leader. He just want... So, of course, see, from the textbook, we can say that, right? We can say that, okay, fine, yeah, there are few things that we can see. But, of course, it could be that there should be some transportation of money, or it could be that they just wanted for the unification. He was standing up for the unification of the Italy. He wanted the Italy to come united. That's what we have in the books, and we will follow that. Yes, who was the main person to unite the Italy? So, of course... right, Hemangi, we cannot say one person, right? Of course, there are three important persons in the unification of Italy. Everyone do take a screenshot. It's a quick revision and I'll ask you. Everyone do take a screenshot of this. So there are three important people of famous personality who are responsible, right? Who are very much responsible for the unification of Italy. So we have Mazzini, right? He started the formation of those small societies in 1830s itself, right? We remember young Europe, young Italy. So he took the charge. He was a very famous revolutionary, right? He wanted to unite the Italian states together, right? Very important. Various secret society, young Italy, right? One free, independent republic nation. And Duke Metternich, everyone, if you remember from the last class, we have discussed about the Duke Metternich also, right? So Duke Metternich actually called him, he's the most dangerous enemy of our social order. So Duke Metternich was the head, right? Of course, the king of the, he was there in the Austria, he was a leader over there. And Duke Metternich was the one who was hosting the Treaty of Vienna that happened in 1815. Yes, very good, very good. Okay, then we have the Count Camillo Cavour, right? He played a very important role. He was a very good diplomat. He was very good in talking. He actually helped in finding the alliance and of course got the France help, and of course they took over the Austrian forces. And then of course we have the Garibaldi. Can you see over here, everyone, the red shirt? Right? I hope that all of you can see the red shirt. Right? So of course he was a very prominent local leader, very important person, right? In 1833, he met Mazzini also. So just imagine that he always wanted the Italy to get united. So of course he was meeting Mazzini also. Then of course he joined various other paths also. In 1857, he supported the Victor Emmanuel. So of course he supported the king directly, right? And took the effort. So the Red Shirt Army, everyone. The people who used to fight along with him were the farmers, the peasants, right? And they'll be wearing the red shirt. Okay. After that, in 1867. So after 1861, yes, we know that Victor Emmanuel II became the king of Italy. But still they continued fighting. In the year 1867, right? We can see that he led an army to Rome to fight the Papal State where the France garrison was stationed. And in the 1870, France withdrew its troop and Papal states finally joined the Italy. Okay, everyone? Yes, are we clear? Santosh, I'll explain you, but I hope that this is clear to each one of you. Right? Everyone, this information that we have over here is present in the blue box, in that textbook. So whenever you have time, please read that. Yes, I'm really sorry. You will be getting the notes. Yes. So let's quickly revise everyone once again. Right, everyone? Okay, now I want all of you to focus over here. So, we are talking about the unification of Italy. Italy was divided into 7 states. Yes, let's try to make a mind map. How many states were there? 7 states, right? Out of these 7 states, only one state, which is Sardinia, Mount May, we have the king, which is Victor Emmanuel II. Yes or no? Yes? He was a king. Right? And he was like, I want to unite the Italy. Very good. Then his chief minister. What is the name of the chief minister? Cavour, right? And he was very good in the diplomatic alliance. He was very good in diplomatic alliance. Basically, he was good in finding the wait, I'll just go over there. Right? He was very good in finding the friendships, right? So what he did? So over here, I'll just go right like this. Right? So he was good in the diplomatic alliances. And of course, he took help from France to fight Austria. Yes, everyone? So he took the help from the France to fight the Austrian. And what happened? Right? You know that Italy won over here. Yes? Everyone, are we clear with this? Very good. Then what happened? We saw the entry of Garibaldi. Right? The entry of the hero. Then of course with him they marched. I'll go over here. Right? They marched to the southern part of Italy. Right? They marched to the southern part of Italy. And of course they fought the Spain king, and they got the power. Everyone, are we clear? Take a screenshot. This is a very rough thing, everyone, but I hope that you all are clear. Yes? Everyone, are we clear with this? Very good. Okay. Okay, everyone. Okay, chaliye. So with this, everyone, we are done with the unification of the Italy. We are done with, right? So of course at that particular time they have not mentioned in our textbook, right? We have the Bourbon king of the Spain. Yes, Ramesh will be starting with Paul Science also. Okay. Yes, what is the benefits of unification? The benefits of the unification, both of you are asking, is that, so for example, if the country is united, right, it's easy for the control of the people. Now they can have a similar rule for the people, they can get the taxation become easy, the trade become really very easy, the currency, the uses becomes really very easy, and of course the king has more power and more control. So all of you are asking about the ma'am, what is the benefits of unification? I have just said. Very good. So everyone, with this we are done with the unification of the Italy. It's a super important topic. Please, I hope that all of you have taken the screenshots, right? And I'll be sharing the notes, so don't worry. Now everyone, we will be moving ahead to the last topic of today's class very quickly, and it is super important. But before that, everyone, I hope that all of you have hit the like button. Yes? I hope that all of you have hit the like button. Super important thing. Please make sure to hit the like button for the session. Okay, everyone, please quickly hit the like button. Now let's talk about the very important part, which is the unification of the Great Britain. Right? What is the unification of Great Britain? In our textbook, it's written as a strange case of Great Britain. Now let's understand. Now Britain, of course, if you look over here, right, it's not the one particular nation that we have. Ireland, right, over here, all of this together. It has Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and of course we have the England, right? All of these together at that particular time, we call as Great Britain, right? Of course, at that particular time, these all was kind of together, or they were not very together, but they're very close in that way. So let's understand what had happened over here. So in the unification of the Britain, right, there was no British nation. So initially there was no British nation as such. They are just scattered, right, and they are just placed with some rulers over there. They have their own identity. They are not all same. So for example, the people who are living in England, of course, they're English people. People who are living in the Scotland are Scot people. People who are living in Ireland are the Irish people. And people who are living in Wales are the Welsh people, right? So they have different identity also, right? And of course, they have a different culture. They'll speak different language. They follow different rituals. So they are very different, as we say. So we know that two important things. Britain was, the Great Britain, as we say, right, it was not together. It was all spread out. There was no big nation, or there was no nation as such, and people have difference. There were 4 different set of people who are living in that particular area. Very well said. What happened? But the situation changes, right? The situation changes in the year 1868, right? What happened? England, as it got the more power, it has trades, right? That was a year, of course, they were expanding throughout, they were exploring other countries, they were getting various wealth. So what happened? England actually established itself as a nation state. So it took the advantage and it said that we are the nation state, and then slowly with the power that they have, what they did? They actually, Parliament, English Parliament, right? They seized the Parliament and they took the control from the monarchy, right? So they called themselves as the English Parliament and they seized the power from the monarchy, the rest people. Everyone, are we clear? Yes, very good. So this is the 3 important points that we should understand about the unification of Great Britain. First, there was no nation, there was no British nation. 4 different identity people were living, right? We have English, Scot, Irish, Welsh. And after the 1868, as the England got more and more power, more and more wealth, what they did, they formed the English Parliament and they seized the monarchy. Okay? Then let's talk about this, everyone. What happened? They slowly started to look at the other places that they can easily capture. So very important 2 marks question, everyone, that comes, right? The Act of Union. So in the 1707, United Kingdom of Great Britain was formed. How it was formed? When England and Scotland came together, right? So what happened? The Act of Union was there between the England and the Scotland, and they started calling themselves as the United Kingdom of Great Britain. Everyone, are we clear? Initially, they were not called as Great Britain, right? But what happened after the combination of the England and the Scotland, they become United Kingdom of Great Britain. Clear? Very good, very good. So this is a very important thing. Remember the year 1707, Act of Union. But, initially they said, you know what? Scotland people, you will have your own freedom. You will be able to do whatever you want. But as soon as they got the power, you know what they did? They actually forced the people not to speak in their language, right? They actually forbid the people from speaking the local language, which was the Gaelic, right? Gaelic language. They actually stopped the people from wearing the traditional dresses also. And of course, the Catholic clan, right? The religious people of the Scottish people, they tried to, voice out their points, but again it was suppressed. And by doing this, the English members, right? become more and more dominant in the British Parliament. Everyone, are we clear? It is kind of a planned whole story. So initially all was scattered. This got lot of money. So they were like, what? I want more. So they created a British Parliament. They took the control of all the monarchies, like, this is the rule and everything. Then, of course, with the Scotland, they formed the Act of Union. Act of Union. And after doing that, of course, they became the United Kingdom of Great Britain. That's how they got the control of the Scotland. Clear, everyone? Good. Let's talk about, that was fall of the Scotland. Let's talk about the fall of Ireland. There was one more patch of land, right, which was there, which was the Ireland at that particular time. So, the Ireland also had suffered a lot. In the Ireland country, right, there are two types of Christian that was there at that particular time, and they was divided into the Catholic, right, and the Protestant, right. So there were two different sets were there. The majority were the Catholic in Ireland. British used the method of divide and rule, right, and what they did? They told to the Protestant, right, that we will help you, will provide you the army. You can have the war against the Catholics. Yeah, of course, they also want the power, so they said yes. But of course, with that, we saw the Catholic also rebelled. They had a revolt, but of course, it was suppressed, right? It was suppressed. After the failed attempt, we have the Wolfe-Tone, right? He and his United Irishmen in 1798, what they did? They actually they started a revolt, but it got failed, and forcefully in the year 1801, as they say, right? Of course, they actually took Ireland as a part of England. Everyone, I will be explaining you again, but please pay attention now. Yes, I will be explaining you again, but please pay attention now. Right? So if you look at the story, right? If you look at the story, it's a story of Great Britain. Initially, they was not all together, but slowly they started having the power. They got the money, and that's how they started showing the power. First, of course, by the Act of Union, they actually took the Scotland under their control, and they started calling themselves as the United Kingdom of the Great Britain. In the Ireland, there were two set of people who were living there in Ireland. We have the Catholic and we have the Protestant. So of course, they used the method of divide and rule. They enlightened, right? They forced the Protest people, you know what, you want dominance? We will be helping you with that. So they arranged a fight, and of course, against with the Catholic. Catholic were like, you know what, we are there in Dobbinsey, we will also fight. But after a failed attempt by the Wolfe-Tone, right, in the 1798, they took the charge of Ireland in the year 1804, and they took the charge, right? They added the Ireland forcefully, not with the permission, not with the, a complete consulting or a discussion with the Irish people. No, forcefully, they're like, you know what, you are under our control. Okay, that happened in 1801. Super important thing, everyone, for all of us to remember. Along with that, they said that, you know what, you will be following our national anthem. They have their own British flag, own national anthem, God save our noble king, right? And they made English language as compulsory. It was promoted, and of course, the rest, all the people who are there in the parliament have nothing to do. Everyone, are we clear with this? Everyone, are we clear with this? I have explained, Rajiv. I just explained again. This is known as a very strange case because this was not the freedom. This was not a freedom, does not have any revolts as such. This particular unification of the Great Britain, right, it has been running for since many centuries altogether. If you look at from 1888 to 1801, so the duration is very strange, right? It's very prolonged. That's why we call it as a strange case. Clear? Yes. Pradhyan, I have explained you, bache. Everyone, are we clear with this? Okay, very good. The Act of Union is like a pact between two nations? Yes. Yes, it was. Okay, everyone, are we clear with this? So Ramesh, as we have discussed, right, they didn't capture. So of course there was a revolt happening, and they took the advantage of it, and forcefully they said, you know, you don't have any other option, you have to come with us. Okay? Good. Everyone, let's quickly answer this question. Which state was Victor Emmanuel II the king of before he became the king of unified Italy? Right, we remember, I hope that you all remember, Victor Emmanuel II was a king of which Italian state? We have the 4 options, everyone. Right, we remember that. Who got incorporated? Ireland. See, UK was powerful over here. So, Ireland got incorporated into the UK, the Great Britain, United Kingdom of Great Britain. Right? Very good, everyone. Option number C is the correct answer. Very good, everyone. So, with this, actually, we're done with today's class. I hope that all of you have enjoyed. If you have any doubt, please ask me. Yes, AV, UK incorporated Ireland. Yes. Okay. Anyone, if you have any doubts, please ask me. If not, we'll end the session tomorrow. Again at 5 p.m. we have a session where we'll be finishing off the chapter. Okay, no doubt. Yes, Ritika, we'll be starting with economics. Don't worry. Next week is the plan. So everyone, what we have discussed in today's class. Now today's class is very interesting. Let's quickly summarize, right? We started with the unification of Germany. And who was the chief minister who played a very important role? We know that Otto von Bismarck, right? He was the architect of the German unification. He fought for 7 years, 3 wars with Austria, Denmark and France. And he gifted the kingdom to the king. And what was the king name? William I. In 1871, William I became the king of unified Germany. Then we discussed about the unification of Italy. We have 3 important leaders, Mazzini, Cavour and Garibaldi, right? First, of course, we know that Mazzini was playing a very important role by creating a lot of societies, by creating a lot of awareness among the people. But of course, he didn't got a chance to take it through. Then of course, with the help, right? With the help of the chief minister Cavour, the king Victor Emmanuel II started the unification of Italy. Of course, Cavour was a very good diplomat. He went and spoke to France, took the help of the France and defeated the Austrian force, right? And after that, we saw that Garibaldi also shook hands with the king, contributed in capturing the southern part of the Italy. And that's how we know that in the year 1861, Victor Emmanuel II became the king of Italy. Everyone, are we clear? Yes, clear everyone? Such an easy thing, right? And then of course we discussed about the strange case of Great Britain. We talked about how the Act of Union was there when the England and Scotland came together in the year 1707. And in 1804, forcefully, Ireland got incorporated into the UK. Good. Everyone, I hope that you have enjoyed this class. And I hope that all of you have hit the like button. All of you, please make sure you hit the like button. Jaldi say I want all of you to hit the like button. Yes. Very good. Now you have to pinky promise me, everyone, you have to go back and read the textbook. Okay? Tomorrow we have the quiz also at 8:30. So please make sure you all be ready. Right? Okay, with that everyone, I'll say bye-bye, right? Before you go, if you're new here everyone, do take a moment and hit that subscribe button, right? Tomorrow at 5 p.m. we have one more class of history, so I want to see all of you there. And tomorrow at 8:30 we have the quiz. So please be ready, read the whole chapter. Okay, with this everyone, I'll say bye-bye. Do take care of yourself and keep on learning with Byju's. Bye-bye.